Chef Saltmaker, I have been a naughty crook. The recipe was in my book. The recipe was overcooked. I should not have let all of that power go to my head. Now I'll bake for good. Now I'll bake my bread. I have learned my lesson well. It's better to bake in heaven than to cook in hell. I'm still the best tart maker